Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And we're going to talk about the SNP's post-mortem. Not in full, just one little aspect that's been sort of coming to light and is actually quite entertaining. A couple of days ago, Swinney said that he wanted a full understanding of why the SNP were beaten. He wanted a questionnaire to go out. He wanted people to be questioned, to be analysed. He wanted to hear from the members why they stopped voting SNP. I don't know why, because it's quite plainly obvious. People don't like the SNP anymore. People have woken up, they've looked around, they've seen the sorry state of the world around them and realised 17 years of SNP rule has done this. But that's not all of it. And we have people within the party who are now outright criticising everything that's been done. I've reported about Joanna Cherry on a couple of times now, she being one of the most outspoken about it. And as she's no longer sort of under the thumb, as it were, of the party, I think that going forward, she may well start spilling the beans on a lot more of this dubious, shady party with the various things that it's done over the years. So keep an eye out for that one. But one of the other jobless wonders, this time it's Stuart McDonald. He is a very bitter, unhappy man. He's sucked off the public teat for quite some time, and now he finds that he's either got to go and get a job or try and scrape in and become an MSP instead. Although he's got a couple of years of that, so may have to go and stack them shelves, Stuart, if it's within your skill set. I suspect not. He lost a 9,000 seat majority, which actually takes quite some doing when you consider how small the electorate was in that particular thing. So he really has screwed the pooch. But as part of this post-mortem and the inquiring and trying to find out the reasons behind such a spectacular crashing, he has spoken out. And he's been saying that for far too long, the party's been filled with fantasy, fairy tales, and basically not developing or not delivering on what they say they're going to, not delivering on their promises, but also by putting tax up and making that a virtue. Yes, you're paying more tax, but look at all the services you get. But then they cut the services, but they don't cut the tax with it. So people are fed up. Now, I have a quote here, which I think just sums it up. It says, "Our party has brought in many sound policies." Can't think of one, but I'm sure he's right. He said that we rightly and often trumpet from the rooftops. But I cannot help but worry that we've lost sight of the forest for the trees. He says, when it comes to taxation and public spending, we too often speak about our policy offering in transactional terms. You pay more tax, you get more stuff. Is that really what government is for? And I don't know who that started speaking at me. I hit the wrong button there. And he's right. But then, you see, this is the thing. They keep offering these freebies. And they never really deliver on the freebies. So, hey kids, are you enjoying your free laptops? No? Oh well, go out and ride your free bikes. No? No. How about that then? I wonder what happened there. Again, things offered for free, not delivered. And yet they're not free. Of course, they're paid for out of tax. They're paid for by the Scottish people. And everybody apparently, now they didn't deliver, but everybody apparently was going to be entitled, every kid is entitled to a free laptop and a free bike. Millionaires' children would look at these laptops, because you just know they'd be bottom of the range, and go, ain't using that shit. And then, of course, there'd be a figure of deriding, oh, you've got to use a government laptop, have you? You've got to use an SNP laptop. They'd be bullying over this. You walk into school, look at me with a nice shiny new laptop. They all go, yeah, as they pick up their 2,500 Lenovo, latest model, and go, yeah, look at you with your cheap government one. This is kids. These are kids. This would happen. And then again with your bike, and you'd be on your little cheap government bike. Well, they're not cheap, but they'd be perceived by kids being government bike, cranky wagon, things like that. Because you know how kids think. And so it's a complete waste of time. The kids don't want it because the kids will be too ashamed to use it. But it was a good idea at the time. But thank God they never really pulled through on it, because it would be millions and millions of pounds up the Swanee. And they don't want to really be putting millions of pounds up the Swanee on bikes that nobody uses, when there's other things that they can put millions of pounds up the Swanee on, and have, of course. But then there's things that they have delivered on. Baby boxes. Shit. Nobody wants them. They're pointless. Pointless. What are they doing? So they make all these promises. Oh, yes, but look, free education for kids. We're going to start with this number bit in their free university education. Now this number, this number, this number. Eventually, there's going to be 4 guys going to uni. Yes, but it's free. But only 4 of them, because that's all they can afford. And what else you got? Free prescriptions. I've done 2 different videos on this. They're already taking a load of stuff off. And now they're out there begging people on repeat prescriptions. Please, God, don't repeat. Try and go without your medications. Try and save us some money. And again, mate, still, if you're a millionaire, you still get your free prescriptions, even though you probably go private and pay for private medication anyway. But hey, you know, what a load of crap. It's all big show. Yeah, fur coat, no knickers, as my mother would say. It's all fur coat and no knickers. Because it's all a big show. It's all, look at me, aren't we the best place in the world? But look behind the scenes, look at the finances, and it's bollocks. It's all unicorns and, you know, and crap. And he is right? Stuart McDonald is absolutely right. Smoke and mirrors, fantasy, bollock politics. And they aren't delivering, and they haven't delivered for some time. And that is why he's nailed it. Now, he's SNP. But he's nailed it. You've got to give him it, right? Tip hat. Simply because someone in the SNP has finally got it. They've finally understood. You have to give people what they need, not what you think they want. Because these people in the SNP, they think people want some really weird things. And people don't want really weird things. They want a good education for their children. They want affordable housing. They want to know that when they're ill or have an accident or something, they can go into a hospital and get seen quickly, effectively. These are the things people want. They want roads that aren't like the surface of the moon. They want ferries that will take them from the highlands to the islands. You know, all right, maybe not from the highlands, but you know what I mean. Ferries to take them from the mainland onto the islands and back. This is what people want. They don't want foreign embassies. They don't want Angus travelling the world first class, pretending that he's an important politician, because quite literally he isn't. He isn't. None of them are important. All of them are greedy, grasping crooks from a greedy, grasping party. And Stuart McDonald, by admitting this, by saying that this is the problem, has earned a little bit of respect. And I will say so. Well done, Stuart. It's not often I will give an SNP politician respect, but for this, I think he deserves it. And going forward, I hope he does continue, because having seen the light, maybe, just maybe, he'll change his ways and start working for the people. Thanks very much. Take care. Goodbye.